Hey everyone, welcome to some more behind the scenes. Today is behind the scenes for Sethspenders season 4, the final one, the final project. It was a huge season, a lot of stuff happened, a lot of work. It was the hardest work I think we've ever done, with only maybe the movie being a little bit crazier, but it was a crazy season. There was a lot of characters, a lot of costume changes, a lot. So let's get into it. So originally, Sethspenders season 4, it actually had two scripts. Well, no. Actually, it had 3 scripts. Here's what happened, basically. Near the end of season 3, we started writing and we wrote Sethspenders season 4. But then, basically, a lot of time had passed because of situations in life and everything. And so we needed to kind of retouch up the plot. And after some of the events of Sethspenders season 3 and everything, we just had to retouch up the plot pretty much entirely. So we went through and we redid the entire season. We kept the main things about it. A lot of things that changed was there's supposed to be an evil Charlie in Sethspenders season 4, and he was actually going to be pretty much the main villain. So that changed pretty significantly. Sethspenders was never originally going to die. Originally, he was supposed to kind of have a Batman The Dark Knight Rises ending where he goes off and you think he's dead, and then it reveals he's on vacation somewhere. That all got changed. And then the second script we did, Charlie was never supposed to die. Basically what happened was, we were going to have Charlie get shot. He was going to get injured. It was supposed to be a big reveal that Sethspenders, he's wearing black, he shoots his best friend, what is going on, and all that. And then we find out nothing's going on, nothing's bad, everything's fine. It's an evil Sethspenders running around. But Charlie was going to be fine, he was going to come back, he was going to fight, Werewolf's basically going to be the main character, which kind of happened anyway. But basically what happened with everything is, before we started filming day 1 of filming for the entire season, or actually no, it was day 2 because we had already filmed some stuff. So basically after all that, we go into filming with my cousin for the first time of the season, and he basically said that he's busy with a lot of stuff. He doesn't have a whole lot of time, so he doesn't really want to commit to a huge, big season or anything. He said he can still do some small stuff here and there, but so I was just like, okay, well, how about we just film this episode? We'll rewrite the script a bit, because you couldn't have a Sethspenders season without Charlie unless Charlie was dead, in my opinion, and he was the motivation for the whole season. So that's what we did. We had it to be about really getting revenge for Charlie. And that's basically how that all happened. So then there was a third version of the script, which was just reworked everything to where Sethspenders and Werewolf are the main good guys. And yeah. Well, hi there! Are you the bear that drags its feet?
There you are, Seth. It's far enough.
Billy, you have to have a long walking feet.
No.
Well, hi there. Are you the bear that dragged its feet?
Sethspenders, I finally found you.
Okay, now hold on. We don't need to do anything here. I don't know what in the world you're talking about. Put it down. Put it down. Don't need to do this.
You stuffed up my leather jacket.
Oh. 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 This way. Oh. 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 What was that?
I don't know. There's a good place for a cut because there's supposed to be a cut in the middle of the fight.
Here, I'll go on the ground. Then you can come over, like start kicking me, and then look what happened then.
Billy pulls him on the ground and starts punching him.
Push you over, then I get up, I start kicking you like this, and then you like scratch my leg with your claws, and then I'll be like, oh, ah! And then you get up. We'll figure it out then.
Try not to down.
Falling anymore. Okay.
Start.
You're supposed to come kick.
Now? Yes,
Come
it's
kick,
recording.
punch. Punch me! Come over like behind me so you can see the kicks are a little more real looking. Thanks for the claw on my leg.
Oh, yeah. Get up.
Yeah.
You want to tell me to get up or do I
Just getting up.
what happened?
Huh?
Okay. He needs to be standing over here, still stumbling and stuff. And you run up and you start punching him. And you need to back him up towards that dirt pile.
Oh! 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 Ah! Ah! Oh! 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 Wow! Make that look good. Push me a little bit by like that tackle.
Huh?
Make it look like you were just going like that.
How?
I don't know, this looks like it might be poison ivy.
It's not poison ivy.
We don't know that.
Okay. How about I go over and I kick you, and then we do a cut, and then you're down, sitting down there, so that way
Over in that spot would be better.
you come forward, punch me, and we continue to fight a little bit, and then there.
Okay.
Oh, I think there's more weeds over there.
Hurry up before somebody comes down to fish. Hey, I told you.
No. Nate, get over here behind Lige and reach over and
No.
like that. Yeah,
Look at that weird who's lying thing.
I don't care. Ah! No, you gotta do both hands fast.
Okay.
Like. Okay, now get close to the Nate doing that.
Wait, it's not gonna work. The house is in the back.
No.
Oh, you gotta stand where Seth is standing.
Hope you in the shot. Wait. Gotta get more to the right.
There.
Move to the right, Nate.
What's he going down to the pond for?
Where?
Gilligan.
I don't see him.
He ran off.
Yeah, he'll do whatever he does. Can't keep him here. Don't get that pole in the shot.
Are you going to?
Set to the right. There you go.
Are you gonna make the noises as well?
Yes, just go ahead. Alright, that was weird.
Oh, what?
After that, we'll cut to.
I don't know where you want me to be.
I guess you should get a shot of his back first, and then you should reveal that I don't have a face anymore.
Okay. Nate, you're clawing him.
No, hit claw me. Go slow.
Seth, you gotta, Seth, you gotta be like,
No,
ah.
I'm trying to get him to go faster first. No, like this. You ripped my
am I supposed to say? Jeez. I don't know.
Because you're Sethspenders, and then Billy's like, no, I'm not, and runs away.
Because you're Sethspenders.
Say it again.
Because you're Sethspenders.
I'm not no Sethspenders.
I guess Sethspenders did have an English accent.
And then you're like, yes, Your Honor.
What was I saying?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hello. Yes, Your Honor.
And just like, okay then. Court's now in session for trial of the Mutant King. Is the prosecution ready? And you're like, always.
Always.
Okay. Then
My
the
head
werewolf
ain't in
gets
the
some
shot.
line.
I
It's
need
just
to
cutting
redo
off the top of
this
your head.
too. Do I need to redo this too?
Okay. Wait. I didn't know you don't want any of your head cut off.
Yes, Your Honor. Always.
Alright. And just like prosecution may give its opening statement. A super long speech.
Set it like here somewhere. So that way if I need it. Move the box. Certainly are. This case is a simple matter. The type of name Mr. Charlie was brought to the hospital with a bullet wound. I'll protect her first. Can't remember after already. Certainly, Your Honor. This case is a simple one. Mr. Charlie was brought to the hospital with a bullet wound. Good.
Yeah, but the battery's already dead. Drying, I should say.
Medical report confirms he was shot once. He was shot in the chest. The rifling marks, the bullet prints on the gun. The rifling marks on the bullet found in his chest matches a gun found in the possession of our defendant. How am I supposed to remember all that?
I think it's pretty easy.
Nate,
What?
do you think you could remember this line?
What?
The rifling marks on the bullet found in his chest matches the gun found in the possession of our defendant.
Just look down and see your line.
I'm like constantly looking to the right of me. That's just weird.
You put some papers on the test.
Yeah, but we don't have any printer, so we can't print it.
We couldn't print it out because we couldn't find any printer paper.
Printer ink.
Paper.
Okay, I'll mouth it to you.
I'm not signing that part yet. Come get behind Lige.
Huh?
So we'll go get behind Lige. The medical report confirms. What am I confirming? The medical report confirms that he was shot in one from the gun. The medical. What is it?
Medical report.
Okay. This is why we don't do scripts.
Do I need to make cue cards?
The doctor confirmed that he was shot in the chest.
The rifling marks in the bullet match the gun found in the possession of the Mutant King.
The doctor said he was shot in the chest. The doctor confirmed he was shot in the chest. The bullet prints on the gun.
Rifling marks.
The doctor confirmed that he was shot in the chest. The fingerprints on the gun confirmed that it was the Mutant King. Okay, we're going with that.
No!
Yes!
Fingerprints are actually important to the case.
Why?
There were no fingerprints on the gun. This is sort of a contradiction. Right now in
Okay,
the
how do we
script.
fix things? We can't use rifling marks.
You have to use rifling marks.
There has to be another way.
The bullet on the gun, the bullet in the body was the same type as the gun the Mutant King uses. The Mutant King was carrying. The Mutant King had.
If I can combine the first two lines, then I can do a cutaway to the last one. That's what you should say. Certainly, Your Honor. This case is a simple matter. Mr. Charlie was brought into the
The
hospital with a
reason I
bullet
wrote it so
wound.
long was because I thought you'd be able to hold up a paper and then read the script.
Yeah, but then wouldn't it look like I'm just reading off of a piece of paper?
Yep, they do it all the time in Ace Attorney. Edgeworth even has that sprite where he's holding up a piece of paper and then reading it.
Okay, so what if... Here's a crazy idea. What if we just recorded the audio separately to where we can watch it like that, but then in the actual thing we just do super corny animations as if we're actually the Ace Attorney characters?
What does that mean?
Like I would just go...
If that's what you want to do.
Okay, I'm gonna try to take it from the top. Certainly, Your Honor. This case is a simple matter. Charlie was shot and brought into the hospital with a bullet wound. The doctor confirmed it. Okay, what do we do? Are we rolling with that? Or try that again?
You're supposed to say you was shot in the chest, but that's fine.
How do I split it up to where it's easier to say? Because I can cut to the judge and then just splice the audio together and it'll look less
Rifle
terrible.
mark. You can just.
That's what I was trying to get
There's
to.
one bullet in his chest, and it matches the kind of gun the defendant was carrying. Is that too hard to remember?
If we just say the bullet belonged to the gun the Mutant King owns.
What What? What? Is this hillbilly court? Why would you talk like that?
Well, we are in a post-apocalypse world.
The bullet matches the gun the mutant king owns.
Yeah.
Okay, the bullet found in the chest matches the gun the mutant king owns.
Did I get the other one? I don't think I did. The doctor confirmed. What was it? Yeah, shot chest.
You could just tap after the doctor confirms that you can just do the other one.
That would be too many cuts to the judge. Unless we cut to the werewolf.
You can get the werewolf just standing there.
We'll just do that. I already got that one, I think, earlier. Okay. The rifling marks on the bullet found in his chest matches a gun found in the possession of our defendant, Mutant King. Place defendant of Mutant King.
Sanger smells. Does anybody know what Sanger smells weird?
The rifling marks on the bullet found in Charlie's chest matches the gun the bullet marks on
I think you did say rifling marks that time. Now it's too late. You have to say
it.
it again anyway.
Bullet marks. Rifling marks on the bullet found in his chest. The rifling marks found in the bullet in Charlie's chest matches Mutant King's gun. Why?
Oh wait, you did have some fingerprints on it. I forgot my own case. Okay, what you gotta say is that there was defendant's fingerprints were on the gun, and a witness saw the incident.
So the fingerprints were on the gun the whole time anyway.
Whose fingerprints are on the gun?
The defendant's. Mutant King.
What was the last part?
We even have a witness.
Really, man? The fingerprints on the gun are the Mutant King's. We even have a witness.
What's that?
Kids, what are you doing?
So after that, the judge is like, "This seems to be a simple case," but then Werewolf's like, "No, my client's innocent." And then Sethspenders is like, "Objection! If you have evidence to prove your claims, present them later."
If you have claims to prove his
If you have
innocence.
evidence to prove your claims, present them later.
Objection! Okay, is that good?
What?
That's how it does it, isn't it? Well,
Character.
how many times do I say objection? Because I'm gonna hurt my hands if I do that a lot.
Why don't you just say objection and point when you do it? And
That's more of a werewolf kind of thing. He's the hero.
and
You slap your belly when you do it. That's so
Billy.
important.
just slam one hand on the desk and then shout objection. But you say it once, and then we'll use the same voice clip every time you say objection.
Objection!
Okay. If you have evidence to prove your claim, present them later.
If you have evidence to prove your claim, do it later.
Why did you laugh?
Why'd you
forgot
laugh?
my line?
That was the whole line!
Oh.
If you have a
Structured settlement and you need cash now. If you have evidence to prove your claims, present them later.
evidence, couldn't figure out that word. If you have evidence to prove your claim, do it later.
Okay. Then more stuff happens, and then Skullmask takes the stand, and then Evil Sethspenders is like, witness, please state your name and occupation.
Did I do it with the gun out?
I don't know why you would do that.
What's your name, witness?
I couldn't remember what it was. That works, doesn't it?
Name and occupation.
What's your name, witness, and where do you work?
Okay. Then you're like, hold it. Court procedures must be followed. Any relationships you may have with other members of the court must be ignored.
What do I say?
That's what you say.
Oh. What was it? So what was it? Oh, judge told me. Have this here. Hold it right there! Court procedures must be followed.
What? What happened to your voice?
This is reading voice.
Yeah. Is this even in the shot?
Probably, yeah.
What if I do like this?
That's definitely in the shot.
The more
What if I do it like this? This.
Yeah, it's in the shot.
Okay. Say hold it, court procedures, some other stuff.
Court procedures must be followed.
I don't know if your eyes would be that good.
Any relationships you have with members of the court must be ignored unless they are relevant to the case.
Hold it right there! Court stuff happens.
Just say follow the rules if that's easier to remember.
Hold it right there. Follow the rules. Follow them. Follow.
Any relationships you may have with members of the court must be
Why?
ignored unless they're
Why
relevant.
am I saying that?
Because before that, Skullmask is like, come on, Sethspenders, you know who I am. I work for you. And then you interrupt him before he can finish giving away the whole plot that he works for you and that you staged the murder together. You're like, hold on, court procedures must be followed. That's not relevant to the case. Just give me your name.
I'm not like shouting at someone.
Huh?
So I'm not like shouting at someone.
I mean, you might be shouting at him because your henchman's about to get your whole plan away, but that's how you interpret the character.
I'm gonna find it perfect.
Well, on the computer, then it sounds more like paint. It just sounds like.
It's like a series starts before Sethspenders comes out.
That's true, but still.
We could turn this into a series.
Okay, where is it? Okay, we're now in
Where love the lawyer.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm always ready.
We're still gonna slap that table.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do this way.
Edgeworth only slams with one hand.
Edgeworth does. Edgeworth is a nerd. Certainly, Your Honor. This case is a simple matter. Detective Charlie got shot in the chest.
It should be right there.
It's too small. I can't read it. Here, I got it.
Go just hit Control All and then change the font.
Zoom in instead. Certainly, Your Honor. This case is a simple matter. A detective named Mr. Charlie was brought to the hospital with a bullet wound. The medical report confirms that he was shot in the chest. The rifling marks on the bullet found in his chest matches a gun owned by the Mutant King. That very gun has the defendant's fingerprints on it. Further, I didn't really skip that part of saying Mutant King's gun.
What?
That very gun has Mutant King's fingerprints all over it. Further, a witness on the scene of the crime saw the entire ordeal play out. And he can confirm that the attempted murder was none other than the Mutant King.
Woo!
Objection! If you have any evidence to prove your claims, do it later!
I think he has some anger issues.
Evil
It's so awkward when you just look at me that way.
Not up here. Witness, what's your name and where do you work? Hold it right there. Court procedures must be followed. Any relationships you may have with members of the court may be ignored unless they are relevant to the case. Now, what's your name and where do you work? Name! Enoch! What's going on? Can we try again?
Okay.
Name and occupation, please! He means that he's a freelancer, you know. Does odd jobs, Your Honor. And I don't know how you plan you need to do that whole speech.
Because we were supposed to have paper.
Even with paper. Is he supposed to literally read the paper the whole time?
No. But he could, like, glance at it strategically. It would even work better
It's like
for
an
him.
hour long.
He's in a mask.
Your Honor. Wait. Your Honor, sorry to interrupt, but I don't think a cross-examination is necessary Your Honor, sorry to interrupt, but I don't think a cross-examination is necessary in... Mitzi! Should have a drink.
Huh?
Your Honor, I don't... Sorry to interrupt, Your Honor, but I don't think a cross-examination is necessary for such an open and shut case. Hey, get a drink. It would be if you would just keep your mouth shut. I know why I'm saying that.
You could have read the line before it. I think that comes off a little too obviously evil.
At this point, Sethspenders shot Charlie, so I don't think anyone's thinking that he's not evil.
Well, I mean, the judge.
Oh.
I guess the judge is supposed to be a bit ditzy anyway.
Your Honor, the defense is badgering the witness, Mr. Your Honor, the defense is badgering the witness, Mr. Masksworth. It's way too hard of a name to say. Oh. That wasn't in line, was it? Your Honor, the defense is badgering the witness. Mr. Masks...
Mitzi.
Mitch, you're really being a pain here today. Your Honor.
Wait.
Your Honor, the defense is badgering the witness. Mr. Masksworth witnessed a violent attempted murder, and now he is being shouted at by an angry wolf man. He is obviously under a great deal of stress. I advise a brief recess so that our witness may calm down, relax, and give a more accurate testimony. You messed up this line.
I did.
Yeah, the judge, she says, I will allow it. Mess that up. That's not what the judge would say. The judge would say, okay. See you in 10.
Well, you can change that later.
Well, if he said that, then he wouldn't say, but I expect convincing reason for the contradiction to witness's testimony, prosecutor. Okay. So he would just say, okay. How long have you not been recording?
I don't know. I thought it was recording the whole time.
There, got most of it.
Hope so.
Check!
How do
the
I-
roof and onto this and it would still be...
Okay, we're recording again.
Yes, Your Honor. I gave him a good talking to.
Mine's okay.
What?
It wants you to do the okay thing again.
Are you still on about this brains thing? We established that the witness misremembered due to stress. No contradiction. So what? Perhaps he simply handled the gun at a different time. After removing his gloves. Objection! He's lying. He's trying to save himself. Of course, Your Honor. The witness is exposed. Like my voice is messed up. Hello. Of course, Your Honor. The witness was exposed as an attention-seeking liar. Of that there is no doubt. All the more reasons to ignore his last few ramblings. But the other facts of this case still stand. The victim was shot with a bullet from the defendant's gun. Covered in the defendant's fingerprints. Case closed. Him? He was just exposed as a liar. By you, no less. Relevant? Relevant? Are you accusing me, a man of the law, of attempted murder? Fine, whatever. I'm obviously not guilty anyway, so if you two want to make a joke of our legal system, go right ahead. No! This is nonsense! The evidence is on my side. The law is on my side. I was supposed to win. I can't. You can't end like this! No! 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 I won't lose! Give me my brother! Ah! Stressed out. Is that good?
You're supposed to grab the gavel, which I was supposed to hand you. I didn't know you were supposed to do that.
So,
Why?
I figured I was just supposed to grab it from the judge's thing, which is off screen.
Oh, I just think you should at least get a close up of you holding it then.
Get it up against this wall. Is the judge supposed to be holding it?
No, it's just you pick it up.
No.
You wave it in the air after having picked it up.
Shouldn't it be against this wall? I'm confused. How are we doing this?
I was imagining you just literally going,
Uh-oh.